Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and I garden here in Atlanta, which is a zone 7B 8A. And I wanted to cover one of my most frequently asked questions, which is when should I prune hydrangeas? So I've done a video in the past that goes through all the different types of hydrangeas, when they bloom, how to care for them, what the blooms are like. I can link that up here, but I figured it would be worthwhile to do a shorter, quicker to the point video on when to prune what types of hydrangeas, how to know what type of hydrangea you have so that you can be confident in pruning your hydrangea so that you're not cutting off next year's blooms. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to talk about two main categories of hydrangeas. Hydrangeas that bloom on old wood, meaning they're setting buds this year for the flowers that will be produced next season, and hydrangeas that bloom on new wood, which is hydrangeas that you can cut pretty much all the way back to the ground and they will still bloom for you. I'm gonna mostly focus on hydrangeas that bloom on old wood because right now you have an opportunity to prune them in late summer without cutting off next year's buds. What I've kind of experimented with and noticed that in Atlanta, if you prune after August, you risk pruning off next year's buds. But if you go ahead and prune now in late July, you're able to safely prune, shape, size if you need to, these shrubs without risking cutting off next year's blooms. Let's talk about an easy way that you can identify hydrangeas that bloom on old wood, and these are the ones that you want to make sure you cut back now. Anything else you can shape, prune, cut back all the way into early spring next year before they leaf out. So the critical thing we're going to discuss now is how to identify hydrangeas that bloom on old wood so you can cut them back right now. One of the hydrangeas that bloom on old wood is right behind me, and this is oak leaf hydrangea. This is a really easy one to start with because it has very distinguishing leaves that give it away if the bloom shape maybe throws you off. Oak leaf hydrangeas are native to the United States, so if you're into planting native shrubs and perennials, this one is a great one to add. This is also a very pollinator-friendly shrub to add. It has a more open flower structure so the pollinators can really get in there and get that good stuff that they're looking for. Additionally, this thing blooms for such a long time. It opens up in mid-spring as a white bloom, and then this variety in particular, which is ruby slippers and other varieties in the oak leaf hydrangea family, will then age to a pinkish burgundy color, and it's just absolutely stunning. Even now, some of the oak leaf hydrangea blooms have started to kind of brown, but you can still see that burgundy hue to them. This is absolutely one of my favorite hydrangeas to plant, and it's very easy to care for. There are varieties that will fit in your garden. This is ruby slippers, which gets about 6 feet tall. Otherwise, there are varieties that can get up to 8 feet tall, and there's even a wee oak leaf hydrangea that stays, I think, in the 3 feet tall range. So you can fit this in your garden anywhere. And if you've recently moved into a home and you're wondering if your hydrangea might be an oak leaf hydrangea, the leaves really give it away. So you can see the oak leaf hydrangea gets its name because the leaves almost look like an oak leaf. So if you have a hydrangea with this leaf structure, you have an oak leaf hydrangea, which means it blooms on old wood. So if you do want to prune on this oak leaf hydrangea, definitely make sure you're pruning on it in June and July. You can deadhead, which is removing the old blooms. You can prune to shape it into a more mounded shape. Or if you have a leggy hydrangea, you can prune it back by 1/3 safely this time of year without cutting off any of next year's blooms. Looking at this oak leaf hydrangea, it's got a really great shape, and I don't feel the need to prune on it at all this year, but if I did, I would shape it up now. I'll show you a couple of cuts just as an example. The most important thing when you're pruning back any of your shrubs is to cut right above a set of leaves. This will encourage new branching without any sort of dieback on the shrub, and it's just a good rule of thumb regardless of what shrub you're pruning. So we've talked about oak leaf hydrangeas and how to identify it. The next type of hydrangea that blooms on old wood isn't identifiable by its leaf shape, but it is identifiable by the color of its bloom. So let's talk about that now. So behind me is the other hydrangea that you only want to prune this time of year and not past late summer. In Atlanta, I definitely don't prune these after August. If you're in a cooler climate, you probably can prune in early August and still be okay. Also, if you hear chicken noises, because the chicken coop is right over there, my social media handle is Gardens and Chickens for a reason, but this time of year, it's all about the flowers. And then in the winter, I like to mix in some chicken content and how we care for them.
Chickens are absolutely fantastic companions for gardeners and for families. They're very low maintenance pets and they produce eggs and eat your weeds. I mean, that's a win-win-win. I garden in your typical suburban lot, which means the chickens are always kind of within ear distance, but they don't make that much noise. And so that's why you hear them sometimes in videos.
Anyways, if you have hydrangeas that bloom a color, either a blue or a pink, they could be one of two different types of hydrangeas, either hydrangea serrata or hydrangea macrophylla. Both of those types of hydrangeas bloom on old wood, so now is the time to prune them and not into the fall. In Atlanta, I don't prune these hydrangeas after August. If you're in a cooler climate, you could probably push it into the first few weeks of August. Late summer is my rule of thumb on hydrangeas, so now is a great time to prune it if you need to prune and shape things up. Same rules apply as when I was talking about the oak leaf hydrangea. You can safely cut these back by about 1/3 without stressing out the plant. You can also always deadhead, which just means removing the old blooms, pretty much at any time of the year. And when you are making your pruning cuts on the hydrangea, make sure that you're cutting right above a leaf node. Like I said, these rules apply to any shrubs that you're cutting back, hydrangeas included. If you're a new homeowner or you're just getting into gardening and you want to identify the hydrangeas that are blooming in your garden, note that any of the colorful hydrangeas are either hydrangea macrophylla or hydrangea serrata. Those, depending on the variety, will bloom on both old and new wood, but you don't really want to cut off the old wood blooms because why cut off your future flowers? The hydrangeas that bloom white and don't have an oak leaf shaped leaf, those are the hydrangeas that bloom on new wood. Those are the hydrangeas that you can cut back safely into your early spring or late winter next year, and they'll still bloom for you because they produce blooms on the branches that grow in that year's growth.
If your hydrangea blooms now, that's not something that you need to prune right now or shape, but just for completeness, there are two types of white blooming hydrangea. Those are hydrangea paniculatas.
They have cone-shaped flowers that come to a point, or it could be a smooth hydrangea or hydrangea arborescens. They almost look like your mop head hydrangeas, but they bloom white. There is a variety called Invincible Spirit 2 that blooms a blush color, and there is a variety that stays a limey green color. Those are relatively new hydrangea varieties. If you're a new homeowner trying to identify what's in your garden, if it's colorful, it's likely a mop head hydrangea and not a hydrangea arborescens, as the more colorful hydrangea arborescens have only come into the market the last few years. I hope that quick guide was helpful. I really just wanted to get this information out to you while it was pertinent to your garden. So if you're looking at a hydrangea right now, trying to identify what it is and whether you can prune it back now, I hope that helps. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments below if you're still confused. Happy to answer them. And thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. If this was helpful, I hope you will subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Hydrangeas that... Shh, shh. These typically are the hydrangeas that you... Stop! Hydrangeas, which means